name of the Lord. Number 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Number 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Number 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in persons to the Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to gain imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the chanting of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the holy name of the Lord. Number 10, to not have complete faith on the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success, that is Krishna Prema. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I once again welcome all of you to this Mukti Sangha Japa conference call. Before moving on to the session, I would like to know who are all present on the call today. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण अनिता माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय, प्रीतिदासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट। हरे कृष्ण।
Mataji, you are muted.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call every day and giving us your association. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण।
Anybody else who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Sunil from India.
Hare Krishna, Sunil Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call every day and thank you for all your services. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, Dandat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev Vijay, Vrinda from Atlanta, Panigati Dham.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving us your association every day. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Thank you, Mataji, for your service. Very grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving us your very wonderful association. And thank you so much for all your selfless services, Mataji. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you for your association. Hare Bol. Thank you for inspiring us, Mataji. Hare Bol.
Anita Rame Madhya, Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam.
Prabhu, after a long time.
Prabhupada, good night. August back.
Hare Krishna, Shukar Krishna Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Very, very nice to see you, Prabhuji, after a very, very long time. I was thinking actually about you.
You're all my mothers. Thank you, mothers.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Prabhu, nice to see you after a long time.
Yes,
Prabhuji, nice to
Happy
see
Pongal.
you.
Thank you so much,
Happy
Prabhuji, for joining.
Radha Pramod Prabhu, Dandat Pranam. Swagat Prabhu.
Krishna.
You are a Vaikuntha man. You are not from this world. You are a Vaikuntha man.
Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. Prabhuji, you can take over, Prabhuji. We don't want to take your...
You are the best pure devotee in the whole world. Best. Radha Pramod Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Shukar Krishna Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I once again welcome all of you to this Mukti Sangha Japa conference call and today's session of Srimad Bhagavatam, which will be given by His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhu, and it's from Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 19, verses 15 and 16. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call and giving us your association. Over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye. नष्टप्रायेष भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is Canto 8 and Chapter 19. Lord Vamandev begs charity from Bali Maharaj. Text number 15 and 16, right? So we will just text 15. Bhavan acharitan dharman आस्थितो गृहमादिभिः ब्राह्मणै पूर्वजः शूरैर् आयनैश्चोदां कीर्तिभिः. Bhavan, your good self, acharitan, executed, dharman, religious principles, asthitah, being situated, grahamedibihi, by persons in household life, brahmanaha, by the brahmanas, purva jaihi, by your forefathers, suraihi, by great heroes, ayanaihi cha, and others also, udama kirtibihi, very highly elevated and famous. Translation. Sorry. You also have observed the principles following by great personalities who are householder brahmanas, by your forefathers, and by great heroes who are extremely famous for their exalted activities. Text 16. Tasmat tvato mahim ishad vraneham varadarshabhat padani trini daityendra samitani padamama. Tasmat, from such a person, tataihi, from your majesty, mahim, land, ish, sat, very little, vare, I am asking for, aham, I, varadhar shabha, for the personality who can give charity beneficently, padani, footsteps, three, Daitya Indra, O king of the Daityas, Samitani, to the measurement of Pada, by a foot, Mama, mine. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charana Aravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O king of the Daityas, from your majesty, who come from such a noble family and who are able to give charity beneficently, I ask only 3 paces of land to the measurement of my steps. Purport. Lord Vamandev wanted 3 paces of land according to the measurement of his footsteps. He did not want more than necessary. But although he pretended to be an ordinary human child, he actually wanted the land comprising the upper, middle and lower planetary system. This was just to show the powers of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Utapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitanscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I am very grateful for this opportunity to speak on Bhagavatam. So here, this is a very nice chapter, very sweet chapter where Lord is showing his affection in a different way. So it looks like Indra is favored and Bali Maharaj is mistreated. But actually that is not true. If you really see what exactly is happening here, if you see the story, how it happens is Vamandev, according to the scheme, is the personification of Lord's beauty. So we know that there are 6 main qualities of Lord, and Aishwaryasya, Viryasya, Ishasya Shriya, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya, Viryasya Shriya, Jnana Vairagyasya, Shinnoite Bhagavad. All these Aishwaryas are manifested differently by different forms of Lord. And in this 8th canto, we have 2 forms of the Lord who are manifesting beauty. One is Mohini Murti and one is Vamanadev. Both, and Mohini Murti attracted Lord Shiva and Vamanadev is attracting Bali Maharaj with his beauty. So first thing, Vamanadev comes to the sacrificial arena of Bali Maharaj. The first thing Bali Maharaj appreciates is his beauty. He says, "Oh, see his beauty, and he's surrendered not because of anything else, just because of the beauty. He got attracted to Vamandev. Even Bali Maharaj's sister also gets attracted to Vamandev. That's why she becomes Putna in next life. So the proper way to surrender to Lord, when we really start appreciating Lord's beauty, that is the way. And how Bali Maharaj surrendered to Lord, that is actually what will be our discussion. We'll come to that. But we will discuss on the principle of surrender. But here, how it started, the surrender started when he got attracted to the beauty. And then Lord's kindness and Lord's sweetness, and they are all unlimited. So, but it begins with, here in this story, Bali Maharaj is so enamored by the Supreme Lord's beauty, by his charm. I know, young brahmachari, and he comes and he speaks a very simple words to Bali Maharaj, and Bali Maharaj, he surrenders. Even Sukadeva Goswami, Atmaramascha Maniyo Nirganta Pivurukrame Kurvanta Hitukim Bhakti Mittam Bhuta Gunavar. Even Sukadeva Goswami, he was telling to Parikshit Maharaj, Nairgunyamapi. He says, even though I was liberated, still I got attracted to the beauty of the Lord. So that is very common. If your heart is very pure, there will be natural attraction for the Supreme Lord. And for Bali Maharaj, it was mercy. He is ready to give everything, and he was doing some charity and good activities. That's the reason he got attracted. Even though he was inimical to demigods, but still he was doing yajna and charity. And maybe and because of mercy of his grandfather also, that is there. And Shukracharya says, no, don't do it. You will be cheated. Shukracharya quotes Shastras. Now further it is going to come. He says, no, don't surrender to Lord. And Shastra says that you don't have to give everything. And he quotes Shastras also. And Bali Maharaj, he looks at Shukracharya and says, I don't care Shastras. I like this boy. He's looking so sweet. He's so beautiful. And my heart is attracted to this beautiful form of this brahmachari. And then even if he is Supreme Lord, does not matter. It actually does not matter for me whether he is Supreme Lord or not. Whether he gives me something in return or not also, I am not bothered. He does not give me anything and take everything. But I told him, now Bali Maharaj is going to accept. He says, okay, I told him that I am going to give this 3 pieces of land, I will give these 3 steps. And then we know that Vamandev cheats Bali Maharaj, and in a very cruel way. And Bali Maharaj says that this little boy, he becomes very big. How little wolf is so small? How can he be very big? And no, with one step he covers the earth, one step he covers up. So within 2 steps he covered whatever property Bali had. His 2 steps were sufficient to cover Bali's property. That's all, up and down, finish. And now Bali Maharaj didn't had anything. And then Lord says, you are a cheater. But actually Lord cheats Bali, but he says you are a cheated, and Bali Maharaj was the most truthful person. But Lord says you are the cheater. And then Lord tells him that this is actually the mentality of people also in this world. They cheat, but they blame us. Or this is what happens, being accused by someone of doing something wrong. And then not only that, he humiliates Bali. He accuses him, humiliates him, and he is testing Bali Maharaj very, very heavy way, to the extremes. And he is telling Garuda, time off. And then I want to say, mystery further, so many exciting things are there, so emotional, so nice. But I want to touch on the topic, but I don't want to go in that part of the pastime, which is so exciting. You will have to hear from the rest speakers how sweet it is, but it's really very nice. What all things Bali lost, it's very nice. But here, most important thing, the surrender is not so easy thing. So surrender is not something cheap. It is actually what is the whole story shows about. Surrender is very glorious process, and Lord does not expect us the complete surrender from the very beginning. But He also shows that if someone is completely surrendered, the Lord also gives completely Himself. So that is, but in between we may have to go through so many different problems, like Pandavas. They were very surrendered, but they went through different problems. Why? Because people use this, because the Lord uses these people to teach others, to teach how to take difficulties, how to undergo all these difficulties and remain faithful and grateful. Basically, that is a main important lesson. Surrender means you try to understand that the difficulties will come. They are inevitable. That's the nature of this world. But we suffer. There will be some difficulties with it. But we should be steady in our attempts to surrender to Lord. We should tell, my Lord, I am yours. And the Lord will save us. So that's no doubt about it. So internally, so Lord will give protection all the time to these devotees. And therefore, He glorifies Bali Maharaj. Lord Himself started glorifying Bali Maharaj. He says, oh, look at Bali Maharaj. No? So, for other peoples, when they get rich, wealth, when they get high birth, and then they get all these opulences, such aristocratic birth and some other opulences, these are impediments to advance in devotional service, because this causes a false prestige and pride, right? So these opulences never disturb a pure devotee, because if somebody has aristocratic family or a high status of life, if he performs wonderful activity, if he has a personal duty, good education, good wealth, if he is nonetheless not proud of his opulence, it should be understood as a favor of Supreme Lord. That's why if some very, very rich people are coming to Krishna conscious, they are really very blessed by the Supreme Lord. So Vamandev is teaching us which person can surrender. Why Bali Maharaj surrendered? So Bali Maharaj is able to surrender to Supreme Lord because he was blessed by Prahalad. That's actually Kripa Siddhi for him. And what do we really mean by blessings? We should try to understand. So we come to somebody and says, give me blessings. So what is our conception of blessings? Usually people think blessing means, okay, blessing with material things. Good family, nice children, good marks in exams, especially for Indians, and you have no family problems, no marital problems, and no much issues, everything is going on peacefully, good health. People consider this as blessing. But here, the most important teaching of this section of 8th canto of Bhagavatam is that the real blessing is of a saintly person is humility, right? This is the important blessing we should get from a devotee. That means if I am blessed means what will happen to me? I start becoming humble. So, but here the most important teaching, this is that we may get everything or we may not get everything. But if we can remain humble, so we know this ability to remain humble is the most important quality. Whether we get high position, whether we get wealth or not, if we remain humble, it means that the mercy of devotees is upon us. That's all. Whether you received mercy or not, if you are humble, we got mercy. We may not, then if you are humble, devotion comes like that. And how do we know, like one devotee asked Gorkanda, how I know that I got devotion? You will never know that you got devotion, but you will have devotion. That is a quality. Because he is so humble, he never feels that he is a devotee only. He will be so humble that he never feels he is a devotee. And he always thinking, when will I become a devotee? Hey Radhe, Vraja Devike, Chalilte, Hey Nanda Sunokuta. Even Lord Chaitanya is telling, I don't have any devotion for Krishna. Because the quality of devotion is like that. So, what we need is that humility. Then we can see things in this world as they are. So, that is the greatest. That means we have blessings. No Aishwarya was given. So, real Aishwarya is ability to remain humble in any position of life. That's what we need to aspire for. When we come to devotees and ask for blessing, we should ask for these blessings. Please help me remain humble. Please share your humility with me. That is actually what. So everything will come automatically. That's all. See, Parikshit Maharaj, he is having everything. And what is praying? So, Nirveda Molo Dvijashapa Rupo. He is telling, whatever curse that Dvijashapa Rupa, whatever Brahmana curse, no problem. But let me always stay in the association of devotees. See how much humble he is. He is not thinking this is my success, my opulence, I am so strong, I protected Kali, this, that. Humility only. So this is actually, everything will come. Humility is there. Prabhupada, he was so humble. So he showed his consistency in humility and the means that he got blessings of his Guru Maharaj and Guru Parampara. And we can see this is a whole surrendering process. The pure surrendering process is only possible for humble people. Only humble people will be able to undergo through this surrendering process and achieve the results of this surrendering process. The result also they will get. If we are proud, it is very difficult to have real surrender. It is not possible. The sincere surrender is not possible. People may fake, but here we can see that's why Lord is going to glorify in the future versus Bali Maharaj. All this bereft of all his riches, he is fallen from his position, defeated and arrested by his enemies, rebuked and deserted by his relatives and friends. Bali Maharaj was attacked by his own demons, by his own generals. He was betrayed by them. Still, although he is suffering the pain of being bound and rebuked and cursed by his spiritual master, Bali Maharaj, being fixed in his vow, did not give up his truthfulness. It was certainly with persistence that, and he started, strictly following. and he did not give up any religious principle. He was true to his word, and that's actually what Lord says. This is real dharma. So the 8th canto of Bhagavatam is describing Sat Dharma. What is dharma? What is Manus are establishing. So these chapters, they are all explaining. Sat Dharma is described in all further chapters also of 8th canto, where Lord himself says that any condition of life, you remain surrendered. You will remain servant of servant despite all reversals. So despite all the difficulties which we undergo, this is real dharma, to remain truthful. And then because he did like that, what happened? Lord became the doorkeeper of Bali Maharaj. He gave him all the opulences. And not only that, next Indra is Bali Maharaj also. So he again is going to become the king of heaven. So now also he is in Sutal Loka. There he is enjoying, and Lord is directly standing, and later on he is going to become the Indra also. So Maharaj Bali was deprived of everything, still he was surrendered. So that is the difficult lesson of 8th canto. So we only have one so many stories, and very important thing here, even Prahlad also glorifies Bali after that, and is very happy with this. That we will discuss in maybe future classes. But here I want to talk on the surrender process, because this is the most important thing. Bhakti or love of God begins with this surrender. Surrender develops in us. Our senses for Krishna becomes more and more alive. We become more and more alive in our senses becomes alive when we surrender. Now, Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually wrote on this surrender. We call it Sharanagati. He has written many wonderful songs on this, and because this chapter is connected to that, so we will try to understand that. And the meaning of Sharanagati is that one has to desire to do something for Krishna. Please try to understand. This is the most important part of our discussion today. What does this surrender means or Sharanagati means? It is one has to desire to do something for Krishna. And until this desire appears, the desire to sacrifice something, to give something, a person cannot truly consider himself as a devotee, right? So that means desire to do something, this should become very strong in the person, and that is the only point. The point of that means what is stopping from us to surrender to Krishna, that also we should know. That is our false ego. Now, how to make our false ego less? Because only false ego is separating us from Krishna. We discussed now, like Bali Maharaj didn't have false ego and pride. That's why he could do. So it is an obstacle in our path. Everything else will only help, but false ego gets on our way. So the main thing is not so much to like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought the Sankirtan movement, and it means that one sing and others are repeating. Kirtan is that only, now. One person is leading and we are repeating him. And when we are repeating, what does it means? That means we are taking responsibility. It is not him chanting. It is now I am chanting. I am responsible for my chanting, right? So when we repeat, it means that we ourselves take the burden, and we here to make this burden of responsibility seem very easy and pleasant. Like we took responsibility of this amazing moment. That means I am responsible during this whatever. Now in this song of Sharanagati, Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings. This is Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivedaya Kori स्वप्रसादेशैश्वयाधम सह अद्भुतारी अत्यंत दुर्लभ प्रेम करिभोरे दाना शिकाई शरणागति भक्तेरा प्राण. So here I will just try to make you understand this song. This is from Sharanagati's first shloka, and we will try to understand this important concept, what it means. And Sharanagati, the shloka for Sharanagati is Anukulyasya Sankalpo Pratikulyasya Varjanam Rakshishyati iti Vishwaso Gotrutya Varnam Tata Atmanikshepa Karpanyam Shadvida Sharanagati. So I will not go in the detail of this verse. Maybe some other time we can discuss, but I will try to explain the meaning of this shloka, this song, which is very important. Now the point is, how can I surrender to someone whom I have never seen? Now, but here bhakti in this song, there is it is actually very scary to surrender. First it explains that what it means to give oneself. Surrender means I have to give myself to other person. I have to do something for that person. Said that as a result, person feels his involvement with Krishna. If you start giving with Krishna, his connection with Krishna, with body, mind and words, he starts feeling. So these are the three components of our being, body, mind and words. We should feel connected to Krishna with these three things. And connected, but also then we feel blissful, because he is connected with the source of all bliss. So when I get connected to Krishna, I start feeling blissful, because Krishna is blissful. And how can we connect? Body, mind and soul. And the process of connection is Sharanagati, because he feels this real living connection with Krishna, and this is the essence of Sharanagati. The essence is to stop being afraid of surrender to Krishna, to understand what sweet bliss this all makes up. So now here Bhaktivinoda Thakur's first verse, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Daya Kori Swaprasade Swaya Dhana Saha Avatari. Is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended in this world to the earth out of compassion for the fallen souls, and that he felt sorry for all of us. Swaprasade Swaya Dhama Sabha Avatari. He came here with his associates, along with his devotees, along with his dham and his abode, the spiritual world, so that he can benefit all of us. Now how to generally, what is the way to travel to other countries? We all need visa. We need to wander around embass for different reasons, and then there will be so many forms to fill up in visa, and then if you are going to abroad, then you will have so much scrutiny. Now especially this has become very difficult going to other countries. So, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to this material world to take away all the people who don't have visa. That is the point. That's why it's very merciful. We don't have visa to spiritual world. What is our only hope? That to go to spiritual world? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. We know no visa is there. Right? So the fee, what is the fee I should pay then? What should I pay to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So this is called Sharanagati. You say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo Mori. So everyone has the opportunity to go to spiritual world through the compassion of Krishna. And now the very important thing is it true that God is experiencing compassion or he is not? Because in some places God is indifferent, he is tatastha, upadrashta anumanta, as Paramatma is tatastha, right? He does not care, what is happening. So much violence is happening, so many this. And some places it is seen that he is showing compassion also. He is very compassionate. So he is too busy mainly in spiritual world. You don't have time for us. How we are suffering. But here Jiva Goswami explains that how can I understand that Krishna has compassion? The essence of his compassion is Krishna comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, taking the mood of Srimati Radharani, his best devotee, in order to dispel the darkness in which we are living. So darkness that come in this age of Kali is the same in this terrible time, compared to previous ages, is just even in the short life also. How short compared to other, even 100 years also we cannot live. And you can see like Kali Yuga is winning one country after another country. And it is completely hopeless situation now. Everything is going so bad to worse, and even we cannot imagine what was 50 years. Now everything is okay. You can marry man, woman. You can change your gender and what not. Change. And in that there are some 50 varieties. What all different things way you can change your gender. So degraded, we cannot even imagine what people are doing. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the effulgence of Srimati Radharani, color of Srimati Radharani, in order to dispel this darkness. So Jiva Goswami says, how to understand that he has compassion? He explains that out of compassion, what does Lord do? That we can understand Lord's heart is melting with compassion. Not everyone can actually understand Lord himself. So in most cultures, this we discussed previously also, Lord does not descend only. In Christianity and Islam, the Lord does not come. He will send his son or his messenger. In Islamic culture, if we say that Lord will come, it is considered a greatest blasphemy. But if you truly understand that Lord is compassionate, then it is not unusual for him to come here to save all of us. And Jiva Goswami explains that salvation is through the fact that he awakens in our heart the desire to serve. Again we are coming to the same point. What is bhakti? If I have a desire to serve, that is bhakti. I want to please Krishna without expecting anything in return. Lord should not do anything for me. I just want to give him something. I just want to serve him something. Then that bhakti has awakened in our heart, right? So Jiva Goswami is telling the method, the salvation is if we can awaken in our heart the desire to serve Krishna. Whole day how much I served Krishna. Like people have this question in other religions, and even devotees also may have sometimes question, am I saved? In different religions, the state of salvation is understood differently. So people say that I want to just check whether I am saved. What will happen to me? How can I understand? Jiva Goswami says that if there is a desire in person's heart to serve Krishna, which is absolutely extraordinary phenomenon in itself. That's what Jiva Goswami is telling. It's an absolutely extraordinary phenomena if somebody can get a desire in his heart to serve Krishna. This is a very rare thing and rarely happens in this world. If the desire to sacrifice something for Krishna awakens in person's heart, in us, in his servants who have long forgotten him and turned away from him, this means that we are saved as long as the desire remains in us. That's all. as long as the desire remains in us, despite, so even if you are getting sleeping in chanting also, don't worry. If you have a desire to in our heart, that in the class also, because we don't keep our video on, no problem. But still, then also it is, if we have the desire, so bhakti is, if we have the desire to serve Krishna, this desire to serve is called bhakti. We are discussing devotional service. Bhakti is translated by Prabhupada as devotional service. So bhakti is a very important definition. This is from Garuda Puran actually, which Prabhupada takes from, comes from the root bhaj. So bhaja dhatu, from there the word bhakti comes. So now, instead of a desire to enjoy, which dominates our life, which dominates and leads us through life after life, and now that was the guiding light for our life after life. Instead of this desire, now the desire to serve appears. That is what is the lavamatra sadhu sangha. We say na, sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. Lavamatra sadhu sangha, sadhu sangha sarva sangha sarva shastra koy. Lavamatra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. Why one moment association of devotees? Because this seed will come in us. The desire to serve will appear. That's the point there. So, which means that we are standing on the road of salvation already. Just have to walk. And this condition comes to us only by grace of Krishna. Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Beach. The seed is coming from Guru and Krishna, right? So, like, now we are all sitting here. In India it is evening, for you it is morning. What you will not be doing if it is not for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement at this time? Can you imagine? What will all be doing? I know I will be playing cricket or watching cricket or movies if I am not Krishna conscious this time.
Sleeping, Prabhuji,
Because
sleeping. I would be sleeping nicely.
Yeah. So this is actually what was our position. You see how much compassionate Lord Chaitanya is. He is giving something very, very special. So this is what Bhaktivinoda Thakur asking. Now what condition would I be? So now, if we are scared, then that means it is good only. We are not lost, because every minute of our life in devotional service we should try to reflect on this. What would happen to me if it were not for this? The saving mercy of Lord overshadowed me with this, it touched somehow, and we are all now able to chant and dance and have feast. So this is Krishna's mercy. He gave us this sweet, incomparable desire to serve, or the feeling that I should serve him. Like one devotee, he was telling his story. He was in 9th grade. He was always having this, he was always feeling, he was not looking for something in his life. And all that was around him, all the world usually offered him, he felt they are offering some lie only. It is not truth. So he was not satisfied. And naturally he was under extreme pressure. And peer pressures forced him to accept some values in life, but he could not understand why all these things. And many years he was searching. For years he graduated his he completed his schooling, then he went to college, and then practically the world is imposing rules upon him, and inside there was some resistance, the desire to reject, and the misunderstanding of why all this is necessary, because it is pointless. So and all the world can offer us is only a dummy thing. It's not reality in any way. The love, the relationship, it's all bogus in this world. So fortunately, what happened, he tried, he could not understand. And then one day he was sitting at the fountain in a park, and then similarly all these thoughts are again coming to him. Then he decided, See, if there is nothing else apart from this, whatever the struggle people are doing and all these things, then what should I do? I am searching for something. I didn't find anything. There is nothing else also. So, okay, good. What is the point in resisting? I have to accept whatever the world is. And tomorrow, I will accept. I will surrender to this material world. I will accept the rules of the game here. And he had this determination and he was very sad and even scared also. What is this? And what's the point? Why just need to take some, no? And tomorrow I'm just accepting whatever this world is. I'll no more such. And the next day, what will happen? He meets a devotee. And this is actually what, he says, all the results of my endless search, it has ended. So when I almost ready to give up, that last moment, Krishna saved me. And this is one of the characteristics of Krishna. He saves us, but the very last moment. So don't worry. So people have doubts. He comes to rescue us, but he will come at last moment only. That is Krishna's style. So here, Jive Dayakori. So it is the causeless mercy of Krishna to enable them to feel their involvement in God and in eternal life. Swaprasada. Swaparshada. He did not come alone, but he came along with associates and all his companions, right? And Sango Pangastu Parshadam. That's actually what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Atyanta Durlabha Prema Karibare Dana. So this is the last point we'll discuss. This is very important. Atyanta Durlabha. Now he is giving which is very rare, not just regular prema, Vaikuntha prema. He is giving something very rare. And he came to distribute this. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when this is what is Prabodhan Saraswati writes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this prema, it makes people crazy. So people started behaving like a drunkard person. After people were dancing and rolling on the ground, people were crying, and they are doing so many things. And Nityananda Prabhu made people climb trees, they cross over rivers and everything. And he gave to people who are not worthy. That is the most important thing. We are getting without visa, we are going. And no piety, no merits, no qualities, nothing is there, still given. Take. You want to go crazy? No problem. You want to get drunk? It's still taken. People are so much interested in becoming crazy and drunk nowadays. Any New Year comes, any festival comes, anything. If India wins cricket match, people, any party, they just want reason to drink and become crazy. Nityananda Prabhu is telling, Arey, that is not the real way. This is the real way to become crazy. If you want to get drunk with the prema, the wine of prema, Prabhupada Saraswati says that. So this is, now sometimes people think that religion means I will be very pious, I will be very good, I will be very righteous. So this is what is religion, right? And Prabhupada Saraswati says, you will not receive prema like that. Because you are very pious, you are very religious, you are very good. No matter how hard you work to try, no matter how righteous you may be, you will never receive this. You cannot understand what is this prema. And the best of the Jnanis, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Banaras, they were best of the Jnanis. They were not having even material desires. They were all pakka strict sannyasis, fully renounced this world. They could not understand. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing kirtan, they thought, a very sentimental fellow. And they closed, and then they continued reading their Shastras. And they didn't understand why these people are crying and chanting and crying. They didn't understand that. And then even the yogis, they hardly guessed. They just closed their eyes and continued meditating. because this is actually something very rare, atyanta durlabha, cannot be understood. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave, and he says this prema is not even given by the other Vaishnava Sampradayas. The devotees also cannot give from other Sampradayas. Vaishnavas and devotees did not understand. No, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to South India, here, there. Not everybody understood. They continued their, all the people opened their. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went, when he touched somebody and he showed mercy to somebody, immediately they just opened their mouth. They also started dancing and getting tears. So this is when Prataprudha Maharaj also, when he sees devotees coming for the first time, he sees along with Advaita Acharya, Nityanand Prabhu, Prem Sankirtan, he sees. He becomes completely, he goes to the top of the roof, and there Gopinath Acharya, he is telling who is who, and then he completely, became surprised. What is this special prema? What a radiance! So this is actually what is special thing which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving. That comes, what is the price? Surrender. And surrender is what? Humility. So this is all are connected like this. And people were chanting Krishna, Rama, Gopal, Kirtans were there before. But this prema, this type of Kirtan, this Prem Sankirtan, nobody was giving. So this is Sarvata Ekshas that Maharaj that this is Krishna himself is coming and showing this how because in Kali Yuga everything comes very cheap, so people also don't understand this value. If you want to get esoteric mantras, secret mantras, they are available online. All the bija mantras are available online. All these there are special mantras and all. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes and says nonsense. This is all just no need. Just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And Sarvabhauma says that anyone who joins Lord Chaitanya accepts this is the most intelligent person in this world. And anyone, this is Sarvam Bhattacharya, anyone who does not understand this is the victim of age of Kali. If a person is not understanding Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, he is the victim of the age of Kali. Now we can choose what we want to be. And Shikhaya Sharanagati Bhaktera Prana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to teach Sharanagati, this surrender, which is the life of all bhaktas, all devotees. So surrender to Lord is the meaning and essence of a person's life. It's person's life in devotion. Sharanagati means that a person rejects the refuge of this world and makes and becomes and start taking shelter of Krishna. And shelter of Krishna is not such a simple thing. It means that we must stop. This is the last point. I will not go more than this. Last point. It means that we must stop seeking shelter of other things. We need refuge. We are small, tiny souls. We cannot live without refuge. We need shelter. We are always, because we always feel defenseless. Like woman seeks refuge in husband, and husband seeks refuge in television, games, and alcohol, and so many other refuge. Now mobiles are there. All the husbands are very busy taking refuge in them. But everyone wants to find refuge, protection from foolish thoughts, from desires, protection from different things. We need protection. We all want to accept Sharanagati, but Sharanagati is in the highest sense of this world, in the true sense of this world, is life of bhakti. That is actually what we have to take shelter, is that we cease to seek refuge elsewhere, nowhere, only Krishna. Sarva dharman pratya mam ekam sharanam vraja. So here Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains the 6 angas of Sharanagati. Dhainya Atmanivedana and Gotrute Varnam Avashya Rakshibe Krishna Vishwasa Palana Bhakti Anukula. So all these things. So and he wrote a whole book on Sharanagati. On each 6 items of Sharanagati, he wrote songs on each item. And this is the Sharanagati begins with Dhainya. That we reject this material I. Dhainya means the humility that we often talk because many people, what humility is, it's actually reluctance to identify with anything else in this material world. Please try to understand. What is the definition that is given is, what is humility which we can practice now understand is the reluctance to identify anything else in this material world, and also all our achievements, also all our positions in this world, all our achievements, all our things. And then when with everything, because our first refuge that we take here is we take refuge in various definitions. Like in the old age, people take shelter of illness. They always talk about this problem, that problem, this medicine. Even for a minute also they don't forget about illness, about medicines, about different things, about doctors, different treatments, because there is an identification with that. They identify themselves with their disease. There is no longer having anything to identify themselves because they are already old. No achievements, no work, nothing. They start identifying with something. So, and young people are, they have many other things to identify, and old people, they don't have much to identify, but the identification is there. So in the sense that they identify what is easy to refute. Like young people have a lot of things they have achieved, my career, this, that, and friends. And for devotees, we may be having our dresses, how many dhotis you have, how many kurtas you have, how many saris you have. So that level of identification will be there. And but here Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, no, don't identify. This is where you should start. So he's telling, no, surrender. So there is one, okay, I will tell one small incident. When Krishna, he actually, after the battle of Kurukshetra is over and everything is done, and Krishna was returning to Dwaraka, on the way, the sage Utanga, he comes from the forest and he saw the Lord, and because he was not having that time newspapers, no internet, nothing, so he didn't know what happened exactly. He only know that there was a big war, and he know that there would be some war, there should be some war, like that. So he comes to Krishna and says, so how are you? Tell me what happened. I hope you have reconciled between Pandavas and Kauravas. So that is the first word he asks, because he knew that there have to be war, and that much only. And he know that Krishna is God, so he treats everyone equally. He said, I hope that everything ended in peace, everything ended safely. Krishna says no. Then Utanga asks, who won? And Krishna says, Pandavas have won. And he asks, what happened to Kauravas? They are all killed. Then Utanga says, how? So he began to list various Kauravas, everything, no one, all the other big warriors. What about Bhishma, Drona, Karna, this? And Krishna, I worship you as God. I know that you are God. I know that you are Paramatma in the heart of every living entity. How can you do that? Why didn't you reconcile them? Why did this war happen? Krishna, I will curse you now. Because he really wanted Krishna. He was not just, he was not joking. He was seriously angry on Krishna, because he says, I worship you. How can I worship you? Why did you not protect? Why did you protect somebody and not protect somebody? How can you be God like that? And Krishna did not know what to answer. Then he began to say, and Krishna said, you know, I am God, yes. Yes. And I treat all living entities equally. Yes, yes. Then Krishna says, see, I went to Kauravas, I began to explain to them, do not fight. I did everything I can. I sent Vidura there, I sent to Brahmanas from Hastinapur, I explained what arrangement should be brought, and in the end I showed my universal form also to Duryodhana. And said better not fight because I am God. But this also, but after doing this, I couldn't do anything else because they still had free will. And he says further, I could not intervene. I did everything I could. And I even showed them I am God, I proved them I am God, and then they acted whatever they want. And the Kauravas fell because they had free will. Pandavas surrendered to me and I defended them because they had their free will. So Tanga said, okay, it is good that you did, I did not curse you. Now I understand everything. So here, Atma Nikshepam means that only thing that I have and always have is that even Krishna cannot take it from me. So this surrender is in our hands and we should do. I will just revise what we have discussed till now, because it is very difficult to remember so many things. So we were discussing the first part, we were discussing that about Bali Maharaj, what this canto is trying to teach. Here Vamandev is, one nice thing, actually maybe next class, it's already time. I'll just revise. Here what happens is Shukracharya, it starts with Vamandev is beauty personified. We are discussing this part first, that Lord is coming in different avatars, showing different. Of course, Krishna is manifesting all, but other avatars, one prominent feature, Aishwaryasya, Veerasya, Samagrasya. So here, Lord is manifesting the Aishwarya of beauty, and Mohini Murti also, and Bali Maharaj gets attracted to Mohini Murti, and because of mercy of Prahlad Maharaj, he rejects his guru's orders and he continues to accept whatever promise he gave to Bali Maharaj, and then Bali Maharaj cheats, but he blames Bali for cheating. Not only he blames him, he punishes him, and what all things happened to Bali Maharaj, but Bali Maharaj continued surrendering. So that is why it is very difficult to surrender, because it's a big test. Lord will test every moment, and he will come last moment, he will protect, like what happened to Bali Maharaj. Maybe we can do in other sections. And then we discussed about this Sharanagati song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, how this process is very, very important for us, the process of Sharanagati. And we should not take shelter of any other thing other than the Lord. So this is actually the proper dharma, and we have to know this is the highest thing that is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Without visa we are going to spiritual world, and the price is Sharanagati. So we have to pay something, we just have to per Sharanagati, and then we can peacefully go to spiritual world without any other things. So that's actually thing, and we will end here. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for the very beautiful class. You have explained so much about the surrender. Prabhuji, you have said that surrender begins with the desire to do something for Krishna. And in Sharanagati song, we have many other things like 6 limbs of Sharanagati, Dainya, Atmanivedanam. It seems all difficult, Prabhu, like any other alternative than Sharanagati?
Anything is difficult. We are anyway surrendering to material things. Why don't we surrender to Krishna? We will practice this. And difficulty is there, but we can practice. We can start doing which are simple things we can do, which are favorable to Krishna. Anukulyasya sankalpo pratikulyasya varjanam. We can start with this at least. Whatever is favorable to Krishna, you start accepting. Which are unfavorable to Krishna, you can start rejecting. So that we can start with Anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya varjanam. And others will slowly will come. The emotions are very important actually in Sharanagati. Maybe in some other section further this chapter, if before this chapter finishes or this section finishes, if I get another class, then I will discuss in that the emotions of Sharanagati, first book. So the point is difficulty is there, but that is the only thing that is option for us. We have to surrender somewhere to Maya or Krishna. The option with Maya is not very good because we already did. We are already in Sharan of Maya. We'll try for Krishna. Try something. Krishna will help you, inspire you.
So Prabhuji, I should begin with Anukulya Sankalpam and then later all other
Pratikulyasya varjanam means whatever is favorable to Krishna you should accept. What are unfavorable to Krishna we should reject. So from there you can start.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. We have one question from Madha Jyoti Mataji. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
We are not able to hear you, Mataji.
Thank you so much for the class today. Could you hear me right now? Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
So my question to you is about surrender. You mentioned that we get an humbleness, the real humbleness from as a blessing coming from Vaishnavas or the pure devotees, and then it's easy for us to surrender. So my question to you is humbleness is the only one single checkpoint where we could able to surrender in the real sense, like we'll be able to surrender completely to the Lord? Is the question clear to you?
Yeah, because that is the only, because when you are humble means you are not identifying material things. If I am identifying that I am rich, I am very successful, I am intelligent, I am very hardworking, I do more service, I think of better services than others, I am so and so. Any identification we have, it is against humility, and that identification is not allowing us to surrender to Krishna. If you identify any of the things which I am doing, then it is not, then that is no humility. We don't identify, we say okay, Krishna is giving opportunity to do something, and without identification if you are doing, then it is possible.
So Prabhuji, my question to you is, any devotional services that is given to us is when we are able to please, or there is a mercy of a devotees, we get devotional services. So the process of being humble starts from devotional service only, no? Then how come we are not humble?
Process of humility is we have to, that's what we start not identifying, then humility is coming. We don't identify that I am something special, I am hard working, I am great. Any of this identification, that is a problem. We should slowly give up our identification with all these things.
Even
We
we are
should not
doing
think we are
devotional
special
service.
and hardworking.
No, Prabhuji, means you're saying that even we are doing devotional service, we should not identify with our devotional service.
No, we can identify with devotional service, but not with the achievements and I am the doer mentality. We should not identify with the doership mentality and the designations. No, I am the in charge, I am the topper. These things are a problem. We are always servants. Whatever service, we are servants. Your
But we are given
identification is not a problem. You can be a book distributor, you can be a preacher, you can be a pujari, you can be any service. That is not a problem. I only get an opportunity to serve Krishna in this way. That's all. That is the identification, not the designation in that. You are getting an opportunity to serve Krishna in this way, that's all.
Even though we know that devotional service is not in our control, no? We get an
Why
opportunity
it is
because
not
of
in our control?
how come we will have control over devotional service? It's given to us.
You have to do devotional service. It is not given. You have to do it.
We
If you are
chant and we ask
now,
devotional service, no, Prabhuji? We chant every day and ask for devotional service, no? So it's not in our control. Then how there is a question of identification? That was my question.
now you are told to do book distribution. Now if you
Hmm.
are saying I am doing maximum book distribution, I am the topper of this book distribution, I am now you are identifying like that. Is it right or wrong?
There is no question of identification only, no, it's given to me.
I am telling, okay, you are given service to do book distribution. You are doing that service. Now,
Hmm.
what you are identifying with? What motivation you are doing?
That I should please for this order that is given to me.
Just be like that, then that is not a problem. If you think I am hardworking, I am intelligent, I have smart, I have good ideas, then you have a problem. If you get these
Okay, Prabhuji.
thoughts, that is the problem. If you get a thought, I got an opportunity to serve, there is no problem. If you are getting a thoughts that I am topper, I am intelligent, I am getting better ideas, and this is the way to do, this is the only way to do, this is the problem. Then that is no humility. You are
Okay.
understanding?
Yeah, little bit. I noted down. I'll see, Prabhuji. So this
I am
year
telling
in
you,
devotion,
identify yourself as a servant of Guru. Doing book distribution is not a problem. While doing book distribution, what thoughts you are getting, that is a problem. I am telling. What type of thought you are getting while doing book distribution? If you are getting a thought, if you are getting this thought, I have a better idea, I am smart, I am doing hard work, I can, this is the best way to do book distribution. If you are getting any of these thoughts, there is a problem. No, whatever thoughts, this may be one of the ideas, others may have better ideas also. My idea is not the best one. There will be better ideas and everybody is working hard. We should never think I am the most hard working, I am working hard and this is the way to do. If this type of thoughts are coming, that is not humility. You are given
and
service,
Prabhuji,
you as a service identify and do it, not a problem.
okay, we'll try. We'll
You do service, not a
apply
problem.
and see. Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, and my question to you, another question to you is about Bali Maharaj. Prabhuji, I was reading about him. What made him that he was not able to give up upon Lord because he was miserably tested, was tested so hard and harsh in front of him. Lord insulted him like anything. Matlab, Lord was completely testing on him, firing him, and still he didn't give up. So what made him to stay so rigidly, you know?
Because one thing is he want to follow the highest dharma. Highest dharma is to surrender to Lord. I know, like if mother is sometimes small children are there, 1-2 years old, sometimes mother slaps the child and the child holds the mother and cry. Now who gave the trouble to the child? Mother only gave. And the child is holding the mother and crying because the child feels, I don't have anybody to go other than my mother. So for a devotee, even though the pain is coming and he knows the pain is coming from the Lord, but he feels, I don't have anybody to go other than the Lord, I'll go to him only and cry. That's actually what is the feeling of a devotee. Even the Lord gives me trouble, I will go to him only and cry, I will only surrender to him, I don't have any other option. That's why they become devotees. That's why he became a Mahajan, because that's what is in his heart. So we are tested in our heart. If I have devotion, feeling for Krishna, no, Krishna, whatever you do, I don't know anything else. You kill me, that ashlishva padaratam pinashtuma madarshana marmahatam karotva yatha tatava vidadat tulam patam pato prananadastu sayanapara. Krishna, you kick me, you embrace me. Gopis are telling, but you are our master. That's all. So this is actually what is the mood of a devotee. Like that. So we have to take that mood of a devotee and try to inculcate. When will I get that mood? When I will feel for Krishna like that. Right?
He was really very highest devotee.
We
Accept
will
all this.
understand we are not a devotee after reading this. When will I become a devotee like that? We should get that
Yes.
thought after hearing that, oh, I am not a devotee yet. If you are getting, then that is good. You are understanding the pastime nicely.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Eternally grateful to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Himangi Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for giving the opportunity. Thank you, Prabhuji, for a wonderful class. Just to forgive my ignorance, I just wanted to understand Bali Maharaj a little bit better. So Bali Maharaj is currently enjoying in Sutal Loka. Then he'll become Indra. And will he then get liberated because he's a devotee, or he's already a Mahajan and he's only participating in Lord's Leela now?
Yeah. He's already, see, for devotees there is no liberation. That's what, Narayana para sarve na kutaschana vidyati swargapa varga narkeshu apitulyata darshanam. No matter wherever you keep a devotee, they will continue serving the Lord. If you have a machine, what do you say, the wheat grinding machine, you take to the heaven or you take to hell, that will only grind the wheat. That's all, it will not do anything else. Like the devotee, wherever you take in the any planets, up, down, hell, everywhere, they will only continue serving the Lord. So Bali Maharaj is not, he's enjoying it, he's serving the Lord in the Sutal Loka, he will go to Indra's position, there also he will serve the Lord only. So he's just serving the Lord wherever he is, like that.
Okay,
So
Prabhuji.
that is what pleasing. Vaikuntha also they'll serve, here also they'll serve. Everywhere they just serve.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Jana Mataji, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabhu. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, thank you so much for your class, and it's my great fortune to be of your association, Jai Shri Prabhupada and assembled devotees. Prabhu, I think I'm struggling with the philosophy of surrender. I mean, I've heard intellectually in class, like surrender is not, it just doesn't happen in one day, right? I mean, we have a lot of anarthas from previous past lives and whatnot. So my question to you is, how do we know as a devotee that we are succeeding in our surrender or process of our surrender? What are the symptoms that we can look for when we are surrendering? Because it doesn't happen in one day, Prabhu, right? So I'll start with that one.
Yeah. So this is a very important topic, very big discussion, but I'll just tell in just 2-3 lines very crisp what we have to do actually. Maybe in future sessions we can discuss this more elaborately, but I'll tell. See, basically what happens now, we all have material emotions now. I feel for my family, I feel for my things around us, I feel for my mobile, my laptop, my car, my house, my body, I feel for it. So I have all material emotions. And now I have to get feeling for Krishna, gopis, gopas, Yashoda Mai, cows, all the spiritual world. So from material emotions, I have to convert myself to spiritual emotions. That is the task. Now, directly from material, spiritual emotions won't come. The formula is there should be something in between which will transit from material to spiritual. So that in between there are called emotions of Sharanagati. This is actually what we have to cultivate. We have to cultivate the emotions of surrender. So there are 6 emotions in that. Anukulyasya sankalpo, patikulyasya varjanam, rakshishyati iti vishwaso, gotrutya varnam tata, atmanikshapa karpanyam, shadvida sharanagati. So in that, Krishna is my maintainer, gotrutya varnam tata. This is actually the body of sharanagati. That Krishna is maintaining me. If you develop this consciousness, this emotion that Krishna is maintaining me. Oh, if Krishna is maintaining me, then anukulyasya sankalpo. I should do whatever is favoring to him. Because he is maintaining me, why should I go against him? Because he is my master. If he does not like something, I am not going to do it. So these are the first two things that we should do. And Anukula Sankalpo Patikula Savarjanam Rakshishyati iti Vishwasa. Because he is maintaining me, he is definitely going to protect me. So this is the emotion we should have. Atmanikshepa, I am not going to go to any other person to have any shelter, only Krishna shelter. This is the fourth one we should develop. And last thing is this humility. No identification, anything else. So these are the 6 symptoms of Sharanagati which we have to develop. So first thing is the emotion that Krishna is maintaining. If he is maintaining me, do whatever is favoring him, don't do which he does not like, and he will definitely have faith that he will protect you. Don't go to anybody else for protection, and have this humility. Don't identify with anything, have this humility, the pittiness. Then this is what we have to see, that these things I am developing, these emotions I am getting, definitely will get spiritual emotions.
Okay, those are clear answers, Prabhu. I'll definitely look them up and put in my wall. And then the last question for me, Prabhu, is as a Vaishnav, because I'm hearing the humility part a lot, and there are different levels of us human beings display, or how we tackle the humility, right? When as a Vaishnav, do we go around saying we're highly favored? Because I sometimes I see like when you're in bhakti, and I I mean, I'm observer from this, but then it doesn't sit right with me, and I can't figure out why it doesn't sit right with me. Maybe you can help me with that. Like a devotee going around saying, I'm highly favored, I'm highly. Is it because we're so proud that we are a devotee and we're under the protection of Lord Krishna? So then we say, oh gosh, we're highly favored. We are. But I'm thinking, but if you're saying that, there is an indication that you're thinking that you're better than somebody else, and therefore it goes against you. Where is the line when you can feel I'm so blessed to be under Lord Krishna, but not be arrogant about it? You know what I'm getting at, Prabhu? I think I don't know.
Actually, we are not special. I'll explain you.
Mm,
We are not at all special. We are only fortunate. It just happened that somebody showed mercy upon us. If they show mercy on somebody else, they could have performed better than us. If you see any beggar, or you see somebody who's doing sinful activity, anybody outside you are seeing, we should always feel that I am fortunate, that's all. It is nothing special about me. It is just the mercy of some Vaishnava. I
mm,
am like this. Otherwise, I would have been more worse than these people what they are doing.
right.
And even if after showing the mercy I am still like this, somebody else would have performed much better than me. But somehow I am so dull, I am so in ignorance, I am hardly able to do some bare minimum service. But some would have done better if this Vaishnava showed mercy on them, but somehow they showed mercy on me. We are just fortunate. There is nothing special about it. When it is asked, do Prabhupada disciples or Prabhupada, what is our qualification? Prabhupada, no qualification. I made you qualified. That is what we are. We are not qualified. Somehow, some randomly, some water is sprinkled and it just fell on us, and this we are surviving. That's all. So there is nothing special in us. It's just fortunate. That's all. That's what we should feel. I am just fortunate. Somehow I got it. We are not,
Right.
and other could have performed better, and I would have been much worse if it is not this. Okay, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I guess what the key takeaway of what you're saying is, regarding all of that, is we must always endeavor to think that whatever we have, whatever we've gotten, whatever, it's just really through the mercy. Like mercy, we're nothing special. So we shouldn't be going around saying, I'm so highly favored, I'm this and this. The minute that you say I am, you kind of lost the point, because everything that we have is through mercy. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for your wonderful question. Prabhuji, I thought like Anukulya Sankalpa, these are qualities. I thought I have to develop them. Prabhuji, do you have more time? We have few questions.
Yeah, we'll take.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabhu. Jai Gauranga Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Please respect my humble obeisances all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. Please take my pranam, Prabhuji. I have a small question. You told Lord came all Parshada. So Narayana, Rama, Krishna, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what about Lord Shiva? I know only Shiva and Advaita Mahaprabhu, Advaita Prabhu. And another two, can you tell me please? Two ages Shiva comes, which form?
Uh, I didn't understand the question, bro.
Shiva comes in this age, have Advaita Prabhu. Yeah?
Yeah.
So another two, Dapad Juga Shiva, what?
Okay, Panchatattva you are asking. Who are the
Yeah.
personalities in Panchatattva?
Not Panchatattva Prabhu. In Dapara, Lord Narayan comes in Krishna, but what is the form of Shiva?
Oh, Shiva is Shiva only. Only in this Kali Yuga he is coming as Advaita Acharya. Otherwise, he is always in the form of Shiva only. He is not participating in other Leelas in different forms. Only in Gaur Leela he is participating as a devotee. Because Lord is coming as a devotee, he is also coming as devotee. Otherwise, maybe he may have some expansions, but they are not. They are in Rudra form and other forms. Like Shankaracharya is coming as. He came as Shankaracharya also. So some forms will be there, which will be in some other Puranas. So I don't know much about them.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Prabhuji, in Dwapar Yuga, Lord Shiva became Gopeshwar. That I know. Yeah, Radha Jyoti Mataji, please. Yes, Prabhu.
Hemangi.
Did Hemangi Mataji ask the question, Prabhuji?
No, that was
Yeah,
previous
both
hand.
of them.
Okay.
That's a previous hand. Okay.
Prabhuji, so my question to you is, say if I'm trying to practice bhakti and still I have some affection for some demigod, then is Krishna, uh, will Krishna feel sad? I mean, he'll be feeling offended.
No, why you will feel offended? It is between you. It is your own will. Krishna is not going to interfere. Only thing is he is more interested if we exclusively take shelter of him. He is not going to penalize you for getting attraction. He will only give reward accordingly. If you say only me, Krishna says only I am. If you go to 10 people, Krishna is waiting. Let them take care of you. If once you finish with everyone, then you come to me. Then I will do it. So it's not a problem for Krishna. It is problem for us only.
It's not about taking care, but we appreciate, right? We appreciate some
You may
demigod
appreciate.
that help
That
us.
is not a problem. Appreciating is not a problem. I may appreciate so many different people. Krishna don't have problem with that. Only shelter we should not go to anyone.
Yes, because you mentioned that if we take if we are surrendered, then we are dependent. But we go for some appreciation. Say some devotee, I met one devotee, and he's completely devoted to Hanumanji. Even he wants to do bhakti for Hanumanji. Then he now he is doing japa. Like he started with 16. He's reading Bhagavatam very nicely. He's performing. Then and he's trying to distribute. So I was thinking about him, and he's doing devotion, but he's still inclined to Hanumanji. He tells me that. So I was thinking, what will happen between him and Lord? Will Lord feel offended? Will Lord be, stop mercy for
Hanuman is a
him?
devotee, that person is attracted. Prabhupada is devotee, we are attracted to Prabhupada. So not a problem, it is favorable only. We are getting
Mm.
attracted to Goswamis, we are attracted to Acharyas, we are attracted to Prabhupada, we are attracted to Hanuman. They are all connected, they are all devotees only. So what is the problem?
He's not attracted, Prabhuji. He is dependent. Like
We are
he's
depending on
bhakti.
Prabhupada, na? We are depending on Prabhupada. You don't take shelter of Prabhupada?
So taking a shelter of demigod or Hanumanji is correct for him?
Hanuman is not
Is he?
demigod, he's a devotee.
Okay.
Hanuman is not demigod, he's not Ashtadikpalakas, he's not demigod, he's the devotee of Lord Ram. He's an Acharya.
Oh,
Narada is an
I was not
Acharya.
knowing.
Prabhupada is, yeah.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you so much. I was not aware. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for correcting me. Hare
Means he
Krishna.
can be worshipped as demigod, but he is not in the category of demigod. He's a great Vaishnava. Why you want to demote him to demigod level? He is above demigods.
I'm not Prabhuji, I'm ignorant. I'm totally insane person. So stop.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Prabhuji, just a question. Can we sing Hanuman Chalisa as a Krishna's devotee? Because few devotees do that, Prabhu. Like for getting the mercy of Lord Hanuman. Should we do that?
If you want to go to Rama's planet, then you can sing Hanuman Chalisa. Otherwise, no need. If you want to go to Krishna's abode, then no need. You chant whatever. So many Krishna's prayers are there. Acharyas have given. Bhagavatam is full of prayers for Krishna, and so many songs of Krishna by our Acharyas, Goswamis are there. And that is sufficient. Na? If you want to go to Lord Rama's abode, then that's a different thing. You want to go to Saketdam. If you want to go to Goloka, then no need.
Prabhuji,
Thank you
what
so much,
happens to Varkaris? Where they go? The devotees of Lord Vittala is what happens? They will go to
They will go to
Vaikuntha.
Dwarka because they are worshipping Krishna and Rukmani Krishna they are worshipping. They will go to Dwarka.
So the Dwarka is in means Golok, and where it is, Prabhuji?
It is there in the spiritual world. Dwarka Dham is there.
Means Golok is the topmost, and then Dwarka it's different.
Yeah, it's just part of Dwarka, Golok only, but where Krishna is worshipped with all his wives and all, Dwarka part is also there.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Prabhuji, we don't have any questions right now. So with your
Yeah.
permission, can you?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Vancha kalpata bhishya kripa sindhute evacha patanam paapam.
Jai.
Gauranga Nityananda, may God bless you all. See you
Gauranga
tomorrow.
Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Hari Hari.
Hare Krishna.
Everyone for joining. We'll close the call here. Radhe.